For those who love bone-chilling tales, this video is definitely for you. Brace yourself for some truly terrifying footage that will leave you tossing and turning at night. This segment features everything from bigfoots to skinwalkers, so there's something for everyone who loves the supernatural. Imagine finding paranormal activity captured on your trail cam. Would you investigate it just to be sure it was real? Today's video begins with an incredible trail cam footage that will unravel the mysteries behind these unexplainable encounters. It was supposed to be a fun-filled camping trip, but things quickly took a dark turn for a group of friends when they lost their internet connection. Determined to get back online, one member of the group set off in search of a signal, but she never returned. Panic set in as the rest of the group scoured the woods for their missing friend, but their efforts proved fruitless. Just as they were about to lose hope, they stumbled upon her lying in the grass, unconscious. But their relief was short-lived, as they soon found themselves face to face with a terrifying creature with 6 arms and no face. What was this thing, and why was it attacking them? The friends tried to flee, but they were trapped, forced to confront their worst fears as the creature closed in on them. They survived the ordeal, but they were forever changed by the experience. No one knows what really happened in those woods, but the friends will never forget the terror they felt that day. It's a dark and spooky night, and you're out for a stroll when suddenly you hear a rustling from the bushes nearby. You freeze in fear, wondering if you're about to come face to face with a wild and dangerous animal. Heart racing, you aim your flashlight in the direction of the noise, hoping to catch a glimpse of whatever is lurking in the shadows. But what you see next is something you never could have prepared for. A creature unlike anything you've ever seen before emerges from the bushes, with the head of a wolf and the body of a man. You can hardly believe your eyes, and you immediately whip out your phone to start filming. But let's be real, who in their right mind would stick around to get a better view of this mythical creature? One thing's for sure, it's not worth risking your safety to catch a glimpse of something that might not even be real. So what do you think? Was it a werewolf, a man-beast, or just a figment of your imagination? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you saw Bigfoot, would you give it a chase? Well, whatever your answer might be. This man, who had gone on a vacation with his family in Blue Ridge, Georgia, thought it was a good idea to go after it. While hiking in the woods with his family, they heard a loud and unfamiliar growl, and he decided to investigate. If it were me, I would have taken it as a warning to leave, but not this man. Once he heard the strange growl, he got his camera out and went after it. It's unclear if he intended to scare the creature or capture photos and videos. Funny enough, the creature actually wanted nothing to do with a man or his family, and simply wanted to be left alone. He tried to get away, but before he could, the man in pursuit managed to get a few shots, which is what you're seeing now. Firmly believes he encountered Bigfoot and not any other wild animal. However, I can't help but wonder, what if this Bigfoot decided to stand its ground and attack? What if it got aggressive? Are you brave enough to enter a cemetery that's known for creepy sounds every night? Well, the owner of this trail cam footage decided to do just that. But he didn't go at night. He went during the day to set up his trail cam and see if he could figure out what was going on. Little did he know, he was about to capture something that would make his skin crawl. As he reviewed the footage the next day, he saw an odd-looking creature that came out of nowhere, moving on all fours. Its legs were long and disproportionate to its torso, definitely not like any animal he had ever seen before. It didn't take long for him to realize what he was looking at: a skinwalker. Skinwalkers are elusive and evasive creatures that take on the form of other people and things to scare their victims. But this time, perhaps it didn't realize the trail camera had been set up and came out in its original form. Or maybe it knew and wanted the man to see it. The question remains, is it just one skinwalker shape-shifting, or are there more of them in that town? We may never know, but it's safe to say that the owner of that trail cam footage won't be going back to that cemetery anytime soon. Get ready for an unforgettable viewing experience as we bring you some truly bizarre footage of Russian Yeti. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to witness this mysterious creatures in action. The situation takes a bat-crazy turn as these winged creatures start flying down a chimney. Luckily, the homeowner seems to be filming from a safe distance, but still, it's a pretty eerie sight. While it may seem unusual, bats are known to occasionally make their way down chimneys in search of a new roosting spot. It makes sense since chimneys provide a dark, cool, and dry environment that is similar to the bat's natural cave dwellings. Have you ever had a strange encounter with an animal? Well, these Mexicans did, and instead of running the other way, they decided to chase after it. But what they found was not what they expected. At first glance, it looked like a poodle had hit their car and ran off, but upon closer inspection, they realized it couldn't have been a dog. The creature was much larger and made the bushes rattle as it disappeared into the distance. What could this mysterious creature be? And why did it hit their car? I guess we'll have to wait a while longer to find out. The YouTube channel Lyanna, run by a father who documents his daughter's daily life, recently uploaded a video that is quite disturbing. Although most of their videos have a cheerful theme, this one is different. The video shows Lyanna walking through the woods while her father films her, unaware that something massive is stalking them in the distance. The size of the creature is hard to fathom, as it moves quickly between the trees. Upon reviewing the footage, the father and daughter were shocked and speculated that it could have been Bigfoot. While it's unclear if the footage is authentic, it is quite convincing. Thankfully, they weren't attacked by the creature. Please share your thoughts in the comments section. The creature known as the Yeti has often been equated to Bigfoot and is said to reside in snowy mountains. Many individuals claim to have encountered the creature and shared their experiences, with some even capturing footage of it. However, have you heard of the Russian Yeti? Surprisingly, this version of the creature is more aggressive and perilous than the typical Yeti. Upon observing this footage closely, one can see an ape-like creature with dark fur. The creature is too large to be an ape, and its arms are too long. Yet how can this be a Yeti when its fur is dark, unlike the white, snowy fur of the usual Yeti? The Russian Yeti, in contrast, has reddish-brown or dark brown fur and inhabits the Russian wilderness. Fortunately, few people have come into contact with the Russian Yeti. Perhaps some have encountered it but never returned, as that is the modus operandi of the Russian Yeti. The existence of this creature is confirmed by the footage, but it is strongly advised not to venture into the Russian wilderness alone. If the Russian Yeti catches sight of you before you do, chances are you will be its next victim.